Peace, family. This is Dr. Sadiki coming to you once again every Saturday, as usual. I'm a dedicated and committed warrior for the cause in honoring our Creator and representing our Creator and the ancestors, our glorious ancestors. And keep in mind, family, that we are the ancestors having a human experience. Always keep that in mind. Because the truth is the only thing that would set us free, but we were put in the darkness about everything that pertains to us. So we became a new kind of mind. So we have to reverse this thing. We got to go Sankofa and go back and get it and bring it up and validate it. So that is the position that I've taken to share with you the things that I have been blessed with. What good is it to have it and have no one to share it with? So I'm going to give it to you freely, and you don't even have to go through what I went through to get it. So that's what you call true giving. So family, again, it is an honor and a privilege for you to allow me to enter into your home to share with you what I've been blessed with, so that all of us can be blessed, because all of us have something to share. Everybody knows something. So once everybody share with what they know, look how big everybody become. So we have to become big again. We got to be deep rooted, because somebody de-rooted us, and now we are shallow rooted. The wind comes by and blow us all over the place, or we are just too overly emotional about things. So we got to get deep once again. And all of that has something to do with our belief system. And that's why I want to share with you today the topic of believe, or to believe. So believe means to accept something that is true from about someone or something. Accept something or someone as true. Feel secure as something that is true. Feel secure about that. There's something something true of. That's what I wanted to say. In other words, consider something that is true, or consider something, or consider as something true, or consider something as honest belief. Yes. So family, if something incredible happens, then you can almost be certain to believe it. If something incredible happens, it's easy to believe it. Now, what is this incredible thing that happened that comes to my mind? And what's so incredible about what happened is that we were blessed to be here by our Creator, by the Most High, by God. That's the most incredible thing in life, is that we were created as representatives of the Most High. Yes, so what does that mean? That means that we were created by our Creator, or the Most High, or God, which we were created in Africa, along the Nile Valley, which is Eastern Africa, along the Nile River. And keep in mind that the Nile River, the base of the Nile River, is black. Also, the incredible thing that happens is that the river runs north. Wow, how many rivers that runs north? And what does that mean? that means that we're always looking north. We're always looking towards the universe because we are the universe as individuals. Isn't that wonderful to know that? There's some deep stuff there because a lot of times we undermine our reality because somebody did a job on us. They tamper with our souls, they tamper with the essence of who we are. So we have to fight hard and smart to come out of it. But we must come out together because we got in this mess together. So we have to believe in one another. We have to trust one another. So family, as we go along, I pray that you receive what I have to give you in the manner that I'm giving it to you because it's very important. And you don't have to believe everything I say right away because some things I'm going to say that maybe you never heard before. Or they don't give it to you in these schools that teach us to be a fool. So let us understand that what comes to mind right now, see, we are the original people. Everybody know that. So we have to be the chosen ones. We have to be the children of God. We have to be the original. We have to be the natives of this earth. Not the natives of America, but the natives of this earth. We are God's representatives. We are the children of God, but we lost our way and became something else. So we got to come back to our senses and change our belief system, which is all mental. So what comes to mind right now, this Hebrew word, we are the original Hebrews. So this Hebrew word, emuna, which is Emunah, and that is translated and understood in English, which means faith or belief. Faith or belief. Now, what is faith? What is belief? What does faith mean? Faith means the belief. Faith means something that faith means that it is true. Faith means the belief in someone or something. The belief in someone or something. Belief is a state of mind that you place where you place faith. One is that you believe, is what you believe, that is, you believe in something or someone. That's what faith is. You believe in something or someone, and belief is a mental thing where you place your faith. Check it out for yourself, family. You're not going to get everything right away because when you're learning, that's the purpose of homework. Study to show yourself approval. We understand that through the system, when the requirement is to go home and study and come back to pass those tests. So we have to do that independently in order to raise our consciousness, to alter our belief system towards getting back to our reality. So family, let's look at the difference between believe and belief. Believe is a verb, which means that you are confident. You're confident in the truth. Confident. Keep that in mind. That's a verb. When you believe, you're confident in the truth of that. Belief is you have a feeling of a certain thing that is true. One is you're confident, and the other one is a feeling of being certain. So there's a thin line there, but we must understand terminology. We must understand etymology because they, as I always say, they play the word game on us. Because don't forget, just recently we were allowed to read. It was against the law for us to read. If they caught you reading, they might even put your eyes out, or kill you, or lynch you, or do whatever they want to do with you because you were their property. We were their property. So they didn't have to be responsible for anything when they own us. So we have to free ourselves, and we got to do that together. Let's free our minds because everything is mental. So let's understand terminology. The next thing I'd like to share with you is believing in yourself. What exactly does it mean? Believing in yourself, meaning have faith in your own family, having faith in your own personal accomplishments, your own personal capabilities. See, a lot of times my mind be speeding, and that's why a lot of times you see me hesitate because I really want to get this right. I want you to really get what I'm giving to you correctly. So when you believe in yourself, it means to have faith in your own self. What can I say? Your own personal uh, capabilities. Yes, your own personal capabilities. In other words, I can do anything. See, we say that a lot. I can do anything I put my mind to. But my first question to a person is, are you pleased with where you are? And most people say no. And I say, well, then what's the problem? You say you can do anything you put your mind to. So what you need to do is to intentionally and purposely put your mind to whatever, wherever you are, place where you're trying to get, or whatever you desire to accomplish. Everything is mental, family. Remember when they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste? It is. So self-confident is believing in your own self, uh, um, your own self capabilities, your own personal capabilities. Everything is personal first. So family, when you believe in yourself, guess what happens? When you believe in yourself, you can overcome. You can overcome self-doubt and get the job done. As we used to say when we was coming up from the South, get the job did. We have our own language, as you know. Wherever you go, we have our own dialect of the same language. But we know what we're saying. So when you believe in yourself, you can overcome anything and get the job done. Wow. In spite of all the things that happen to us, no one on the face of the earth is able to do that but us. Everybody else will fall to pieces. They'll commit suicide. They'll jump off the mountain. They'll drown themselves. They will shoot themselves in the head and all this kind of stuff. But we are the miracle. And everybody know that. We are their greatest fear. But we must understand that. Why do you think they work so hard to keep us down? Because they know that we are the stuff. They know that, but we need to know that. So I'm here to share that with you, family, that we are much more than they told us that we are. Told us we are sinners and wretches and all of that. No, you speak for yourself. We are the children of the Most High, but we lost our way and adopted these crazy ways of somebody else who hate us with a passion. And we didn't do anything to them. That's the crazy part about it. And then we have the nerve to take it out on each other. See, when you see us, how we treat each other, that's an effect of the 500 years. And we have to stop blaming each other. We have to stop taking it out on each other. We got to man up. We got to woman up. We got to mind up. We have to own up for our children to give them a solid foundation to have a better opportunity to build even more than us. Our ancestors gave us that opportunity, but some of us, don't show no shame in their game. They don't show no gratitude. We got to be more grateful. We got to be more humble. These are opportunities, family. Things that happen to us are nothing but opportunities to prove who we really are. And every choice that you make will define your character. So you can't say you don't know me like that. Some of us do know. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but some people you can't fool at all. And just because we don't say nothing don't mean we don't know. So family, our belief system has to transform into our reality. And I'm here to share with you, giving you some direction and some guidance on how we can do that again. We can turn this thing around, and we can turn it around overnight. It doesn't take that long. It's unity is the key. We got to get our communities back together. Common unity. We can generate that kind of power to turn things around immediately. We can do it, family, and some of us are doing it, but we need more. Who's going to protect our women and our children if the man doesn't man up? We got to do all we can to take our rightful position as the man, as the head, as the son, as the protector, as the provider. So family, the leader. Let's talk a little bit about some ways to believe in yourself. What are some ways to believe in yourself? Number one that comes to my mind is let us accept the situations of where we are. Accept where you are right now. That's the first thing to do. That's the first thing that comes with healing. Accept where you are. The second thing is to think about your past successes and your past accomplishments. That gives you confidence. Number three, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Number four, talk to yourself. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself, with yourself. Number five, don't allow fear to stop you. Never, ever allow that to happen. Number six, always go with a positive attitude. Always. Number seven, allow a life coach help you. Some people got too much pride. We got to lower that pride because we need one another. We need each other more than ever before. More than ever before. And the last one is let yourself off the hook. Stop blaming yourself for everything. Our responsibility is to make sense out of senseless things that happened to us, that was forced in us. These are some of the ways to start believing in yourself. Now, there's also such thing as ways to begin to believe in yourself. And what comes to mind is number one, be realistic with your goals. Number two, surround yourself with positive energy, positive people. Number three, acknowledge uh, your accomplishments and acknowledge your passions. Number four, share with what you have to offer. Share it. Number five, reach for the stars. And the stars is in the universe. So reach for the universe. Number six, don't be afraid to speak. You know, oh, you need to speak correct English and all of that. Well, what is correct English? Everything is about communications. What's so correct? Wherever you go, everybody have their dialogue, their different dialects of or different levels of English. So what's correct English? What do you mean by that? It's all about communicating. And the last but not least, take care of yourself, because you are the most important, because everything starts at home. That's where transformation comes. The first law of nature is transformation. It is to take care of yourself. We got to learn how to take care of ourselves. There's too many people who's dying unnecessarily out of ignorance, stubbornness, and rebelliousness. But we were taught to be that. Not believe in each other, not trust each other, not even trust ourselves. But believe in the enemy. Woo! That is deep. To the point, family, that we became our enemy. And that is some deep, deep, deep programming. Deep, deep, deep self-hate. And we got to come up out of it. You see what's happening to our children. They are killing each other. They're hating each other, disrespecting each other, because they feel no one cares. And I understand that. Not that I agree with it, but I understand. So I'm responsible for me, regardless of who's there, who's not there. I have to do all I can to fulfill my purpose and create a righteous legacy that will last for generations to come. That's all of our responsibility. But how about coming together? We can make a greater impact. So family, ways to begin to believe in yourself. Review this video again and again and clock it in, because it's all about self-development. It's all about self-respect, self-love, self-awareness. Family, know that God has more to do with your heart. Why do I say that? Because the heart is where your core thinking is. God has more to do with your heart, your core thinking. Because don't forget, the mind is like a magnet. Be careful what thoughts comes out of it, because it's going to bring it back multiplied. And we have been trained to do the majority of our thinking unconsciously. We have to get a grip and be more conscious, because we bring a lot on our own out of ignorance, out of not paying attention. So remember that, family. And remember that self-confidence lets you manage, and it lets you inspire others. Inspire them with what? With assurance and direction. Whew, have mercy. Family, we have to understand where we are. We have to understand life. We are life. We are the ones that gave meaning to everything. Don't forget, when you read in the beginning, what did God say? He said, name everything I created, and it ain't nothing until you call it. Wow. We have been given a lot of power, but we misuse and abuse our powers. So we got to get back on board and turn this thing around. But we got to come out of the box. First, we have to acknowledge where we are. That's the first step to healing, is to accept your situation where you are. And then you got to build some confidence. Reflect back on your successes and your accomplishments. Then start trusting yourself. Start talking to yourself. I know that some people, you got to be careful how you talk to yourself, because if you talk to yourself openly, people think you're crazy. But it's true. So you talk within yourself, because it's personal. And don't let your fears stop you. Never, ever. Always go with a positive attitude. Always. Always also let yourself off the hook. Everything that happened to us is not our fault. So we got to stop blaming ourselves. We got to lay our burdens down with understanding. We got to learn how to forgive ourselves, because the forgiveness is for the one who's doing the forgiving. That means lay your burdens down so that you can lighten up your load, so that you can move forward. And last but not least, let a life coach help you. Lower your pride and allow someone to help you, because everybody needs somebody. We didn't come here by ourselves, and we're not going to make it by ourselves. So family, that leads up to synonyms and antonyms, the very thing that I always share with you, so that you can see a bigger picture on what these terms and words mean. And we talking about belief or believe. What are some synonyms which are similar to believe? Okay, number one, to accept. Number two, to admit. Number three, to conclude. Number four, to consider. Number five, to have. And number six, to hold. Now, the antonyms are opposite. So you can put not on each one of those terms that I gave you, or dis. Dis means not. Just like disease, not at ease. So, what? Not accept, not admit, not consider, not conclude, not have, not hold. And here's another one, doubt. How about this one? Distrust, disbelief. So let's turn this thing around together, family. Let's embrace each other. Unity represents strength, and strength represents power. We are the power. There is no power without us. We have to stop catering to the ones who's creating this matrix, creating all these illusions and these dreams. That's why they don't have a problem with us having Martin Luther King, celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday, because they stuck on, I have a dream. See, our warrior was beginning to wake up from his dream, but they had to get him. So we have to wake up from our dream to honor and represent the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King. See, there's a time to dream and there's a time to wake the hell up and get the job done. So we got to stop saying, keep hope alive. Keep dreaming. We got to wake up. We got to stop sleeping. We got to face our reality, and it can be painful, but guess what? No pain, no gain. So family, synonyms and antonyms is what I shared with you so that you can see a bigger or broader picture on this term belief. And let's keep in mind, always believe in the powers of our Creator, the powers of our ancestors, and the powers of each other. And how do you do that? By honoring and representing. If you're an honorable person, you are all that. If you're representing, you are all that. And it takes a team player to do that. A team player. And we are team players by nature, family. We are. So I would like to say this to you. In conclusion, family, that a person who believes will just trust what he believes. A person who believes will trust what they believe. So they will never allow anybody to sabotage what they believe, because they will become what they believe. They will transform into what they believe. So once you've transformed, it'll do you. So a person who believes will always believe in what they believe. Also, family, we must believe in the oneness of our Creator, of our God, of the Most High. We must believe in the oneness of our God, our Creator, the Most High. And we must believe in the oneness of our ancestors. And we must believe in the oneness of each other, because we are all one of the same. That's the Trinity, God, the ancestors, and the ones who are here. It's all the same. We are one. The oneness, the power. Have faith that what you believe, family, is real and true. Have faith that what you believe is real and true. And when you believe in our Creator and our ancestors, glorious ancestors, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And finally, family, I want to bring about this term that they be throwing around, the term theist and the term atheist. A theist is a person that believes in God or gods. And we used to believe, and we know that there is the Most High, but we say the God of the water, the God of the sky, the God of the stars, the gods of this, the gods of that. But we got people turning us around and made us feel that we're crazy. Oh, there's only one God. Well, we know that there's the Most High. So don't let them fool you. Don't let them school you. Then they have the atheist, the one who doesn't believe in God or no gods, which I question that, because everybody believes in something. And the capitalists believe in money because that's their God. In God we trust, and whose faces are on that money, not ours. Whose faces are on in these religious books and materials that they flipped on us, but Europeans and Arabs, all of them swooped on us. They took our religion, flipped it on us, and used it against us. They say that color doesn't matter. Okay, when you read the description of Jesus, it said woolly hair, feet like burning brass, which is black, eyes of fire, which is red, eyes from the sun people. That sounds like a black man to me. That sounds like an African to me. That sounds like the original man to me. But yet they say color doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, then tell the truth. And Jesus always said, I come from the line of David, who was a black man. Because when you look in the beginning of these religious books, they always mention Egypt and Ethiopia. Check it out, family. There's no one there but us. As a matter of fact, originally there was no one that existed but us. Everybody else came later. I know everybody don't want to hear that. But it's the truth. It is what it is. Study it yourself. Challenge yourself to prove it to yourself. Thank you, family. I love you. I bless you, and I want you to prosper. Always remember to do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold, but you have to have a discerning spirit to know the difference instead of using your emotions, the very thing that always got us in trouble. Another challenge is to stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs, because life is for the living. Let the dead bury the dead. Keep your head towards the universe where all strength comes from, and never give up and never, ever, ever, ever give in, no matter how things seem, which is emotions, because everything is, always was, and always will be in divine order. God doesn't make any mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from them, it's all good. So get to the other side of that pain, because learning can be painful, but once you get to the other side of that pain, you can't beat the blessings. So bless yourself through your efforts. Keep your lights on, family, and keep them bright at all times. Let's transform ourselves by believing in ourselves, believing in our God, our Creator, believing in our ancestors, and believing in each other. Right thinking, right giving, and right eating is holistic. It's all part of the same thing. So, family, until the next time, happy new journey, happy new life, happy new you. Peace, Baraka, and Hotep. This is Dr. Sadiki Baye, your servant. And it is a joy and a privilege to be that. Be blessed and be safe.